Hello and a very warm welcome to the tarot and astrology reading for the full moon in Capricorn. It will be the second full moon in Capricorn in 2024. The first full moon took place at the very beginning of the sign of Capricorn, and here it is, the full moon which we're going to have in Europe on Sunday noon at the end of Capricorn. The moon will be next to Pluto, and that's one of the reasons I chose those black cards, because Pluto has something to do with the color black, and the tarot card is the Four of Wands. It's said to be the most beautiful card in any tarot deck. It's about celebration and going through those doorways, or dancing through those doorways into a happier future. Here it's actually a closed area. It's more about being blessed, because also in the chariot, the stars on the typical chariot driver mean that he's blessed, that the heavens approve of what he's doing. So it's a time of celebration, of having a good time. There's three people, so perhaps about friendship. It's being together with friends, enjoying the music, enjoying life. That's what this full moon is going to be all about. Now let's take a closer look at the astrology. The moon next to Pluto means it has some Scorpio energy to it, some energy of transformation, of change. Pluto is in Aquarius. That means that the transformation may be in friendships, transformation in technology. We witnessed that a lot. The artificial intelligence is getting better and better. And by the way, I like that. I'm for that. I'm pro. And, well, yeah. So, all right. Although I don't use it much, but I think the artificial intelligence is a good thing, and I like computers. That's a computer too, so I like computers. All right. So, in the former times, before we had computer programs for astrology, astrologers had to calculate for hours on end. And then if they figured out that the moon would be at 29 degrees at that time, and that must have been very hard and tedious. And that's what, thanks to technology, we don't have to do that. We can just put in any date, any time, and any place, and we'll see how the constellations are in the sky. Okay, here we can see the sun is at 29 degrees. In Cancer, it's at the very end of Cancer. That means the sun is at the very end of the sign of home, of family. So that may be a weekend of being at home, being together with the family, also having strong feelings. And a couple of hours later, in Europe on Monday morning, after 9 o'clock, the sun will move into Leo. So perhaps the sun has already some Leo qualities even at the time of the full moon. And Leo qualities are, as we can see on this tarot card, fun, being in the spotlight, enjoying yourself, being creative. That's the energy of Leo, which we're going to come to. And that's also, according to the card, the energy of the full moon. Another important event is happening on that very weekend, a couple of hours before the full moon, like half a day before the full moon. The planet Mars will move from Taurus to Gemini. Gemini is very blessed this year. Gemini is where Jupiter is, that's where expansion is, and Gemini is about communication. Mars is our personal power, and our personal power has come from savoring life and having many ideas to communication, talking to other people, acquiring new ideas. It's not such top-down communication like at university or when you go to a speech or when you hold a speech. It's more like communicating with your neighbor or with your siblings. That's the kind of communication for which we're going to have a lot of personal power, a lot of energy from Sunday onwards for about the upcoming 2 months. On average, Mars is 2 months in one sign. Okay, so we've discussed the Sun. The Sun is about in a sign of being at home, but there's also some fun about that. Then closeness to Leo. And the Moon is about work, about structures. Capricorn is about structures. And it's also next to the sign of Pluto. That's about transformation, change, also experiencing the negative which you want to change, like realizing what's negative and that's what you want to change. Also at the time of this full moon. Then there's some one aspect pattern I want to show you, and that is a kite. We got a big triangle here, 3 trines here, and a small triangle here, a trine and 2 sextiles. And a kite is something that you are very good at, a great talent at this time. And the talent comes to fruition through your visions and through your dreaming, because that's what Neptune is all about. Your visions, and also with this closeness to Aries already at 29 degrees, 50 minutes, that's close to Aries. And Aries is about being active, taking action. So you can also take actions about your dreams, or just sit there on purpose and write out your dreams, or meditate with some guided meditation. I do that a lot recently. I got a guided meditation in I received it as a trainee for life coach. And it's always interesting what your visions are and what your dreams are. I mean what my visions are. It's interesting to me, and such a guided meditation is a great idea of figuring that out. So that's how you use the talent, through your dreams. You can also, of course, write out your dreams. For this, it helps to have the mobile or pen and paper next to the bed, and the first thing in the morning, almost before you open your eyes, is you jot down your dreams, because that's when you can still remember them. But that's not all of the kite, that's just the very tip of the kite. The kite also includes our feelings, our deep feelings, that you like structures, structures are something that is agreeable to you right now. That's part of the talent. Also, part of the talent is transformation in your freedom, transformation in your individuality, that you are more free, that you perhaps meet new friends or do something new with the technology. Then part of the talent is also a lot of personal energy. Personal energy has been in the realm of money and savoring until Saturday night in Europe. From Sunday morning on, it will be about personal energy, will be about communication and learning, and also learning little things, not too complicated things, just learning the basics, learning the ropes. Also included in this are a lot of ideas. We now still have a lot of ideas about money. Doesn't mean that's all too practical, but there are many ideas floating around. A lot of groups, and like perhaps you'd like to join a group which has a group who saves together or something like that. That's favored at this time. Or copy trading. I've started being a copy trader. I copy someone, he trades, and I get the money. So that's also favored this time, also the rest of the year. And other point of this kite, opposite the dreams and visions, is freedom. Freedom in relationships. Freedom as in a way that that's where the moon is the farthest away from the earth. And it's freedom in inside the marriage, for example, freedom inside an intense best friend relationship. That's part of the energy at this time. Towards the end of the video, I would like to look with you at the statistics. The energy is a little more active than passive. There's a lot of fixed energy, like things remaining the same is favored, but also being flexible towards other people, flexible towards circumstances. And there's air and water, ideas and feeling. So that was the astrology of the full moon. Here we have the tarot card. As something better starts, a time to celebrate, a time to be with friends. Also a time to be your own individual self, because all of them are stressed so differently. And I think it's also bright time because there's a lot of white here. The bright future is waiting for us. Thanks for watching this video. If you like it, feel free to share it or to give it a thumbs up. And see you in the next video, which will be the forecast for the upcoming month, August. See you then. Bye.